Good morning, everyone. It's a Monday morning. The weekend seems to fly by the blink of an eyelid. So, yes, I've had a fantastic weekend this weekend because it was my birthday on Saturday. So, I've had a fantastic weekend. So, hello to the one viewer. Come in and say hello. I've got my coffee. So, and got the door open, sun shining. So it's not bad weather to say it's getting towards the end of September. So we're doing well. Hiya Emma, how are you? Hope you okay. You've had a nice weekend. I've had a fantastic weekend. So yeah. It's been hiya Baz, how are you? It's all right, I can see it's you, but I can't see it's you, if you know what I mean. I can't see a thing, and I hate having my glasses. Yeah, I thought it were Baz. Hiya Bella, how are you? I just clean your glasses. We see, funny thing is, Baz, I've actually got some like yeah, we did. We had a fantastic day. I've actually got, they're like little tiny wet wipe things, but they're specially for glasses. But I keep saying I'm going to get a few out and have a few to hand, but I never do. So the easiest thing to do is clean it with my t-shirt or do it with a tissue. So there you go. Morning.
I always use my t-shirt.
Yeah. Well, same as I say, what it was when my mum were alive, she used to buy them, and then she says to me, she says, "Oh, you had to get them, they're fantastic." And they're only 50p, I think, from Wilko's, Wilkinson's.
This is what I use. See if I can put it up.
Oh yeah.
It's about a pound or something from Asda, but it does our glasses, but it also does the screens, for
Yeah.
the
So
phones.
I'm just trying to get these things. Oh.
Really?
I keep.
That photo wasn't behind you before.
Chris put it back up there.
Oh.
Because there were one fell down from there, it actually broke the frame. So when Callum got that down the other day, Chris put it back up there. Yeah, they what I use, look.
Yeah, the wipes, yeah.
Yeah. But it says suitable for a wide selection of optical devices, including cameras, binoculars, and mirrors.
Yeah.
So, but I always like keep them in a tin like this because box that they come in are all getting squished. So yeah, so that's what I use. And same as I say, when my mum were alive, she always used to swear by them. So then when she come over one Sunday for hiya Choppers, hiya Amy, when she used to come over, every now and again, she used to bring me a couple of boxes, if you know what I mean, because they're only 50p and they're from Wilko's.
Yeah, they're good. I've got to go down sometime because I've got to see about my glasses, ain't I? They're busted.
Yeah.
I'll have to go into. I hate going into town.
I was going to say that, you hadn't had them a week.
No. The screw
and screw come out. So yeah. Did you see
you can't find the screw because they're such tiny, teeny little things.
Well, that's it. I mean, once they come out, you've shot it, haven't you, really?
But I want to go into town Wednesday because I normally have Asda deliver it. But I want to try. Basil will have to come with me, obviously. Lidl.
Oh yeah.
I want to give them a try, see if it's what the prices are and all that. I've used Aldi, but that's a bit further out. But Lidl's in. What's that?
Baz put she's always got a screw loose. But yeah, I can see what you're saying. I mean, if your lens falls out your glasses, you can't have your glasses on to look for it in first place.
That's what happened. I put them on and the lens fell out. I thought, oh my God. And then when I tried to put it back in, it wouldn't go. It kept going through. And I noticed that the side was open.
Yeah. Hi, Alex. But yeah, I mean, you know, like in that case, with lens falling out, if you're anything like me, you're as blind as a bat without your glasses.
For reading, I am.
So, you know, if the screw comes out and the lens falls out, how the heck you're supposed to find the screw if you can't see what you're doing?
I need readers. I can see test done. He said my normal sight is like to look when I'm in the street and everything. It's near on pretty good, you know.
Yeah.
But to read now, everything's just a complete.
I lose it, but yeah, I mean, Baz says I can second that, you know, and it's like when I were cleaning my glasses and Baz come in, I sort of, because I'm a bit further away from screen, I could sort of see but not see, if you know what I mean. And I thought, oh, that looks like Baz that's just coming.
That's how I'd be if I was looking at reading words. That's how I'd be. And Baz is like that with everything. If he takes his glasses off, he wouldn't even know it was me.
But yeah, I mean, we see the problem that Chris has got with his eyes, and it's what they call stigmatism. And it's like a normal person's eyes are like a round shape. Well, theirs is like a rugby ball shape. And that's what it sort of gives them a funny vision, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, I'd never heard of it until, you know, we had Callum and we realised that there was something wrong with his eyes. I mean, he got glasses at like 3 years old. So Amy says she's having...
Same as Chris.
He has got exactly the same thing as Chris, stigmatism. And Callum, same as I say. You see, the thing is as well, he weren't walking. He was nearly 2 when he walked. And we always put it down to, obviously, he was born with it. So, obviously, the normal process of walking, but he was sort of like, it's hard to explain to anybody. You know, like me and you, like, walk and put one foot in front of the other. He was sort of like having to, like, feel his way because they can't see the vision thing. You know, it's ever so funny.
Like shuffling sort of thing.
Well, not so much shuffling. It's, I can't really explain it to you. I'll Google it and see if I can, but it's hard for... Whereas an eyeball is round, and the whatever, theirs is like a rugby ball shape.
Oh.
My left eye's like that.
Your left eye's like that.
Yeah.
Baz says his left eye's like that.
Yeah.
You can't see it to look at him, can you?
Oh no. If you look at them, it's just like a normal person. It's just the optic bit of it.
Like a rugby ball shape.
Yeah.
And to feel your foot, I used to feel with my foot looking down.
Oh.
Soles first.
Oh, Baz was saying, I didn't know that.
Well, this is the Google thing of it. It says, like nearsightedness and farsightedness, astigmatism is a refractive error. Meaning it is not an eye disease or eye health problem. It's simply a problem on how the eye focuses light. Yeah. In an eye with astigmatism, light fails to come to a single focus on the retina to produce clear vision.
Oh, I didn't know You had that?
Yeah, so it's actually the eye lens, and this is why they reckon that Callum had trouble walking, because it's not reflecting the light, and it I can't really explain.
Well, Baz just said when he was little, I mean, I was really close to his mum. I've not heard this before, but he said he used to feel his way. He put his foot on the floor and feel his way.
Yeah, that's exactly how I tried to describe how Callum used to be when he first started. It was like he were having to feel his way every time he walked anywhere. I mean, and you imagine when you're a baby and you're trying to learn to walk and you're having to feel, you know what I mean? And that's why they say that it was late walking, because he was finding difficulty. You know, it's same as I say, it's hard to describe. Amy says, what is this condition? I've got a condition. I got Williams syndrome. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, not a lot of people know about it, but because of the fact that Chris has got it, obviously it's hereditary, because Callum's got it.
Yeah.
You know.
You and Chris are both got it. I always knew you both a bit funny.
So yeah.
He's got it too.
It says astigmatism is a common vision problem caused by an error in the shape of the cornea. With astigmatism, the lens of the eye, or the cornea, which is the front surface of the eye, has an irregular curve. That's, you know, that's what I was trying to explain in the rugby ball shape and everything. This can change the way light passes or refracts to your retina. This causes blurry, fuzzy, or distorted vision.
Oh.
So, yeah. So, same as I say, Callum were wearing glasses from about 3 years old. Because, same as I say, he was having problems walking. And I think basically he was born with it.
Yeah.
So, obviously, when you're trying to feel your way,
I
mean, it's bad enough trying to feel your way when you can walk anyway, but when you're trying to learn to walk, so but yeah, I mean, Callum used to have to go to physiotherapy and all sorts, because they actually thought it was his condition. But then, you know, obviously he went to the opticians and found out he'd got this astigmatism, and basically all the pieces fitted together.
Yeah. Oh,
but the problem in him is walking, or the, you know, his difficulty walking was not physical. It was due to this astigmatism in his eyes.
Oh, bless him.
But yeah, I mean, you've seen, like, obviously because of his glasses, he's fine. You know what I mean? But it's a funny thing to, you know, describe to anybody.
Yeah.
You know exactly what it is, and the only way
if he takes his glasses off, it's all blurred.
Yeah. I mean, it's like if he takes his glasses off. I mean, it's like me. He sort of can see, but he's like this, like having to go right up to things, and you know.
Right, come on then.
Well, I need it for reading. Reading is just a total blur. But when I take my glasses off, everything else is all right.
Yeah, I Pleco Whisperer. Sorry, I missed you. But yeah, Callum always has, when he goes to the opticians, because he gets his glasses free. We always try to get him 2 pair, because if anything happens to the pair that he's wearing, he's shot it.
Yeah. So
we always try to get him an extra pair, just in case. I think I've got his others down here somewhere. But you know, I always, you know, and we got him like 2 pair exactly same. So that is like his, what we call a reserve pair, just in case.
Yeah.
So I always make sure that you know, I've got it to hand, just in case anything happens. I mean, it's like you know, your screw coming out and your lens falling out. These things happen, don't they? So So yeah. But
Nothing on the page.
I don't know.
the guy that Chris works with, he's off Thursday and Friday. He's going to have an operation. So Chris is on his Todd on Thursday and Friday. So he's not.
About that.
Pardon?
He's not happy about that.
No. It's the fact that
Don't
when
they give him a replacement for a couple of days or a couple of weeks?
no.
But there's that young lad, isn't there?
Yeah, but the young lad only works 4 hours a day because I think he's like got 2 jobs.
All right.
So he does this job 8 till 12. I think he goes home and has some lunch, and then he does another job in the afternoon.
Let's put the chat up so I can see.
So basically, but he only does like certain, they took him on for that specific reason to take some pressure off them.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, when we went on holiday, his work colleague's mother-in-law died. So basically, they let him have that week off as well.
Oh.
So basically, well, it was the week that we came back and Chris were off the second week. There were not all of them there.
Hi, choppers.
I have to put some chairs together at the Children's Correctional Centre tomorrow. That will be fun. But yeah, so basically, they both started back the same time. And Chris says it were a right mess because there's not been either of them there. You know,
it's not right, is it? So they've got to do all the thing as well. They've got to do.
It's not only that, the fact that both of them was off, nothing got done. So it were like the double the work when they actually started back.
Yeah, that's not right, is it?
No.
Unfair.
Oh, Amy says, can she explain her condition? Yeah, fine, Amy. I mean, we're open to discussion, some as I say, I've just been discussing my son's and my husband's
right. Get rid of him.
Yeah.
Got rid of them.
Yeah. But yeah, I a CCTV user. But yeah, I mean, it's we're open to discuss anybody's condition, really. So so basically, how long you gonna be? Yeah. Well, you get these Emma. I mean, it's boom, you're gone sort of thing. But hey ho. Do you do it on a regular basis? It says it affects my heart, kidneys, and my talking.
What's it called?
Williams syndrome, I think she said.
I've not heard of that.
Williams syndrome, yeah. I thought she'd said Williams syndrome.
Yeah, I've not heard of that. Have you, Jeanette?
No, not really. I mean, I can. Some as I say, I mean, I like to get cervical myelopathy. Oh,
What's that?
that's CCTV. What?
Hi, Keith.
Hi, Keith. It's all right. We're just looking. It says Williams syndrome is a developmental disorder that affects many parts of the body. This condition is characterized by mild to moderate intellectual disability or learning problems, unique personality characteristics, distinctive facial features, and heart and blood vessel cardiovascular problems. So there you go.
Oh. But you see it, you'd be surprised what people's got. You just don't realise.
Well, that's it. I mean, unless you sort of have it diagnosed.
And having a conversation on here, unless we sort of say, who knows? We don't know.
Well, what CCTV user says, it says cervical myelopathy refers to compression of the cervical spinal cord. Any space occupying lesion within the cervical spine with the potential to compress the spinal cord can cause cervical. But it did say the other day that when it was on a week or two ago, that basically it could be it could be paralyzed at any minute.
Oh.
And it's not not something that'll give you a warning or anything. It's basically it could happen at any time.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. CCTV user says the doctors missed it for the past 4 years. So it's terrible, isn't it? I mean, that you can be, going to the doctors for 4 years and they've missed it. All that. Hi, Nick. How are you?
Hi, Nick.
Hi, Carla. How are you? So yeah, I mean, it's like me. I know my knees is, short, but they're not willing to do anything about it.
Dr. Carla.
Yeah. Oh God, that's terrible. CCTV. It says they only found out when he woke up struggling to walk.
Oh, good Lord.
But I mean, like Chopper's has trouble. He's got trouble with his back as well. It's terrible. I mean, Bella will vouch for me. Every time I move, it's either my neck cracking, my knees cracking.
So when we all call her a cracking bird, you know why?
Yeah, she's not joking. I do. I like literally as soon as I move, something or other cracks or clicks. Yeah, Amy says I was 11 months old when they found out her condition. Yeah, Baz, it's called Bella.
Cheeky, I thought you was my friend.
I am your friend. Yeah, Chopper says he has 6 vertebrae in his back that are no good. We see I've got I think it's 3 eroded, not the actual vertebrae, but the disc things that go in between your vertebrae. I've got 3 eroded discs. So I have a lot of trouble with my back as well. Hi, Kaylee, how are you? CCTV users, when I said that, yes, as yeah, it's called Bella, we were laughing.
Yeah, that's her.
But yeah, I mean, Bella knows I'm joking, Baz knows I'm joking, because they know what I'm like, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, terrible.
I've just got one thing to say, Baz. Are you wanting Chris to bring his drone down when we come down to you next time? Oh, you're stressed, are you? But yeah. It's a lovely day to fly a drone, though. Here, I don't know about you. It's glorious day today. It's absolutely.
Ah, that's nice.
Oh, bless.
That's
Well, that is a testament to you, then, Nick. You know what I mean? That is a testament to you that you've got him back.
Exactly.
Working full time.
That's good, love.
Oh, Carla says you looked so pretty today, Bella.
Oh, thanks, love. It must be because I'm sitting in front of the window.
Yeah, Chopper says I'm Australian. That's my excuse. Well, you see, the thing is, Keith, I haven't been outside, so I don't know, but I am actually sat with the patio doors open. So, I mean, sort of physically, I haven't been outside, but, sun's shining, there's hardly any wind. I mean, same as Chris would say, this is sort of ideal weather for flying the drone, but, I've got the patio, well, I've not got them wide open, but I've got them open, if you know what I mean. So,
oh, that's great. That's great, Nick. It's good to think you can.
Well, as soon as I say again there, Bella, I mean, that's testament to Nick and his patience with that guy. It is a testament to Nick.
It is. It certainly is. I bet you never told him any of his terrible jokes.
Especially some of the ones that we were telling last night. Nah. I mean, all I can say, Bella, was it was a good job it was on Kate's channel and not mine. But yeah. I mean, same as I said to Chris last night, it were a laugh, we're meeting, and it were nice to see Kate enjoying herself as well.
Yeah, and Vicky.
Yeah, it were nice that Vicky and Kate, I mean, everybody sort of made it what it was, if you know what I mean. Everybody made it what it was. We're all having a laugh and a joke, and
yeah.
Nick says he don't see it like that. He just sees it as doing his job. But no,
yes,
there's certain things that you do, Nick. Yeah, there's certain things that you do, Nick, which I kind of put it. It's more than a job. It's a calling, if you know what I mean.
Vocation, definitely.
Yeah, you've got to have the passion to do it. I can't explain what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Obviously, he cares about what he's doing. You know what I mean? And like people like in the NHS, the nurses, the doctors and everything, they've got a passion for what they do. I have Midnight Raven. Oh, Raven says she's not allowed to go back to work after apply for PIPs now. Oh, he's typing, he's putting the email. This is what the guy put. Hey, Nick, hope that you are well, buddy. Many thanks for the time you afforded me. I really enjoyed learning with you. Well, this is it. I mean, it makes it all the more worthwhile when you get, even if it's only the one. I mean, you don't expect it from all your students, but if you just get it from one and you get a thank you from just one student, it makes it all worthwhile. Was a significant component of my recovery and still is. And I did quite a lot of pics together and editing. We are both happy for you to use any pics with our names attached associated with the college. I will send you some more. This is just a small section. I'd really appreciate seeing some more of your work, stills and time lapse, whatever. kind regards. That is lovely. And same as Carla says, we all need validation and appreciation sometimes, which you do.
Yeah, you do. Even though I don't work, sometimes I get emails. I got one, I think I told you a couple of weeks ago, and from an older lady, and she said, I haven't worn makeup for years, Bella, not years. She said, I haven't done anything for years. She said, but I've been watching your videos, and I've just gone out and bought myself a couple of little bits. And I've thought, well, if I felt, you know what I mean? It just feels good that someone's doing something because of what you've done. And
it's all right. Nick says I've removed the names. I mean, that's a given, isn't it? I mean, nobody needs to know the person's name or anything. Same as we've said, and same as Carl's just said, it's validation for all the hard work that you do. And if, same as I said, if just one person, you know, either writes you a letter or writes you an email, it validates, you know, the job that you're doing, and that, you know, you're doing a good job.
It's nice to be appreciated. It's nice.
But Carla says, time watching you is time well spent, Bella.
Thank you, darling. And ditto, same to you as well. I feel the same.
But I mean, you know, same as I've always said, Bella, when people watch you, they just see, you know, you don't, they don't see the struggles that you or I or Nick or Carla or CCTV user goes through day after day after day. You know, or Amy for that matter. They don't see the struggle that or, you know, they don't see that struggle on a day-to-day basis away from the camera.
No, exactly. Sometimes I think, you know, especially with YouTube, since I've been doing YouTube, I think some of the things that's happened in my life, I know it sounds daft, but I think because of that, I can help other people. Do you know what I mean? And it makes me more approachable. And I think because you've got like empathy. If you've been in the crap yourself, sort of thing, you can have that empathy, can't you?
Well, it's like I say to everybody. Same as CC. We don't want sympathy. We just want understanding. And I always say to people, because I have physical disabilities, it's not just that. I've had a lot go on in my life, and if I can help one person, or a person can come to me and say, well, look, Jeanette, I've got a predicament, you know what I mean? I've got a predicament. I can't say that I can solve the problem, but I can sort of advise people. You know, if it's a marriage breakup, I've been there, I've done that, I've wore the t-shirt. You know what I mean? If it's, you know, they're having problems with depression or things, I've been there, I've done that, I've got the t-shirt. You know what I mean? It's same as Carla says at CCTV. Sorry, it's not. It's understanding people's, you know, illnesses. And me and Bella were discussing it on Saturday. Same as we've said, not all disabilities are visible. You know what I mean? You've got people with anxiety, you've got people with depression, you know, you've got people with bipolar, and to the eye,
you can't
they look normal, if you know what I mean. And I totally agree with the, you know, with the not all disabilities are visible.
It's true. It's true.
So, and Nick says empathy plays a big part in recovery.
It does. Certainly does.
But you see, same as Nick says, he does that job because, I mean, he admits he was an ex-addict himself. So he knows he's been there and done that. So he's in a more you know, to be able to help others.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Because
think well, it's really important. People are so judgmental. You know, if I see somebody or somebody comes to me and they're drug addict or they're homeless or whatever, I don't look at that. I just look, what's he saying?
I'm laughing at Tess because you were behind you looking round back of you.
I try to look at why the people's in that condition. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's made that person turn into a drug addict? What's happened in their life? It's good not to judge people, you know.
No.
But, you know,
Yeah,
my mum always used to say, "Walk a mile in my shoes," and
exactly. Nick says, define normal. If we were all normal, we'd be boring. But you know what I mean?
Well, we wouldn't be on this channel for a start.
Yeah, and Amy says it makes me well, I'm exactly the same, and I look at it this way, Amy, and I'm sure Bella will agree with me. I am what I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm sure everybody agrees. You know, I am. God made us all different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know. It makes us stronger people.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm going to make you laugh now because, and this has come out of Bella's mouth.
Oh, God.
She called me Annie Independent.
Independent Annie.
And Independent Annie.
You are. She's bloody independent Annie. When she says to me, she'll do this, or if she has an accident or something happens to her, I say, no, don't do that till Chris comes home. Don't do nothing till Chris comes home. She says, I won't. I said, yeah, you will, independent Annie.
I mean it. Well, like on Saturday, we'd all had cake, we'd all had lunch and everything, and the pots was on the. But that's me, Bella. I can't just sit and not and you know I can't explain it. I can't just sit and see that it's going like I can't just sit and watch them pots on the side of the thing.
Well, when I was training, I said I'm going to do the pots. So Pixie said, "No, you're not. No, you're not." And then Pixie said, "I'll do them when I get back." So he walked us to the tram, and while we was at the tram, she still got up and started doing the pots, but he got in early and called her.
I thought he was going down to the station with you. And I thought, right, I'll get these pots done. He'll be gone quite a while, so by the time he gets back, I'll have the pots done. But I got caught in the act because he only walked up to the tram stop. So I sat there at Sing washing these pots, and as soon as he came in through the front door, he went, "What do you think you're doing?" I says, "Well, I didn't text back you back yet." He says, "Well, clearly not." But
bless him.
Nick says he's been clean for over 25 years.
Good on you.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's just a testament in itself. You know what I mean? But, you know, I mean, I am independent. Yeah, there's things that I can't do.
Yeah.
But I give them a damn good try.
I do the same best as me because you can see how weak my hands are, can't you?
Yeah.
And he says to me, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" I can do it. I can do it. He says, "What?" And it takes me half hour sometimes. There's something that take him 2 minutes.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I'm doing it myself.
But yeah, I mean, Bella hit the nail on the head. I am an independent Annie. If I know I can do it one way or the other, I will do it.
She is an inspiration. She is, Carla. She is a true inspiration.
But you know, and my saying is, Bella, where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
You know, that is one of my sayings. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Where there's a will, there's a relative.
But I mean, you know, I'll admit when I
yes, Carla,
you know, when I'm doing the laundry, I have to sit on a chair because I mean, I'll tell you now, if I stand up for too long, I start wobbling because my knees can't take it. I can stand, but only for short periods because I start getting all wobbly.
Yeah.
So my solution to that is but I mean, Nick says some people find it rude if you try to help them. I mean, I don't think it rude if people want to help me.
No, I have had that though, when you're out and maybe someone's struggling or something, and you say, "Can I help you with that?" And they, no, thank you. They do take offence at it.
Yeah, and Carla's just said she spent 3 years in a wheelchair and was told that she'd never walk without assistance.
Yeah.
And she refused to give up, and that's my philosophy, Carla.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I have to rely on Chris to do the hoovering up, etc. But it's like if I'm dusting or I'm, like polishing and whatever, wherever possible, I like to sit down, which is not always possible, but I do like a bit here, a bit there. You know what I mean? I get it done. I'm like Bella, like Bella says, what it take Baz or Chris like 2 minutes just to whip over with a duster and some polish and whatever.
Yeah.
It could take me all day because I do a bit and then I have to rest and I do a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where there's a will, there's money. But you know what I mean? It's you do try to do the best you can.
I mean, I've got a wheelchair. I have got a wheelchair because days I may need it, but I don't go in it. I fight it.
Yeah. I mean, I got told like it must be about 7 or 8 years ago that I'd be in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
But I'd sooner have 2 walking sticks and walk independent than be in a wheelchair.
Same as me. Yeah, absolutely.
Carla says that's called getting it done, Jeanette. You are a doer, not a whiner. I truly admire that. I do refuse to give up.
Absolutely.
I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's
I always think, my cup's half full, not half empty. I think that on the positive side, don't look at what you can't do, look at what you can.
Yeah, exactly. Chopper says YouTube community raised some money to get him a new welder. I was surprised that someone did something like that for me. But that is, I mean, you've sort of got the negative side of YouTube, the drama, that just want to be involved in the drama. Then you've got the other side of YouTube when someone's in need, they come together.
Yeah.
That was a famous quote from Audrey Hepburn. But yeah, it's, that is the same as I say, there's 2 sides to YouTube. There's the drama, the trolls, the, people that only want negativity. And then you've got the other side of YouTube, which is the positive side, when someone's in trouble, they come together when someone's in need, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
And it's same as like every single person here today in this chat has gone through some hardship along the way in their life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what connects us, I think.
Yeah. I mean, and same as I say, yeah, he says, thanks, Baz. I don't have any money to give people. but I give a lot of stuff away to those who need it. That's exactly. And I'll tell you another inspiration, June Gore. She's originally from Leeds, which is like 40 minutes away from here, and she emigrated to America 30 years ago. Now, she had a pottery business, and basically she's got all these ailments. I mean, she needs a double lung transplant. She's got lupus. She's got a whole plethora of things wrong with her. Now, the lung transplant, this is going back to the pottery thing. She had a business, and they said like the dust from the pottery has caused problem with her lungs. Now, this is a good one. She were doing, I think it were yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I'm not sure. She was were it Saturday when you were here, Bella? Because we tuned in, didn't we?
Saturday.
Yeah, it was Saturday when you. I'm going to say I can't remember if it was yesterday or Saturday. Now, she'd got to do a 1 mile walk to prove to the people, and how they explained it was because she needs a double lung transplant. They're very rare to come by, right? Because they'd sooner give. Let's say someone dies and they've got viable lungs, they'd sooner give 2 people them lungs instead of giving 1 person 2 lungs. Now, she's got to do this 1 mile walk to prove to them that she's a suitable candidate to have a double lung transplant. Now, on that day, she had hundreds and hundreds of dollars donated to her, right? And her response was she was going to donate it back to victims of the hurricane. Now, to me, that is an inspiration. You know, she could have took them donations and done whatever she wanted to do with it, but her way of giving back was she was going to donate anything that was donated back to the victims of the hurricane.
Yeah.
You know, and it's, you know, when it you know, and it's
humble person. That's
yeah. She's just your everyday run of the mill person like you or I or anybody in the chat, you know. And to me, you know, she's not just needing a double lung transplant. She's got lupus. She's got all sorts wrong with her, but she carries on fighting. Carries on fighting. Oh, have you been working on your fishing cart, Mr. Chopper's rules? But yeah, I you know, to me, that's an inspiration. Is June? Hi, Casey. Oh, thank you very much. But yeah, you know, I mean that's my look. You know, take on an inspirational person.
I agree. I totally agree, Jeanette. I think with I love the beauty community. You know, my hobby is makeup, and I love it, Jeanette. I do. I love that. But I don't think I'll ever get that big. I don't want to be. I mean, it doesn't matter to me because if I can help some people, that's great. But a lot of it is all about what you can buy, how much you can buy, and I can't do that. I just I physically can't do that. That's why it's called Beauty in a Budget, because I do what I can on a budget. But there's a lot of, I don't know. I don't want to say nothing nasty, but there's some plastic people, if you know what I mean. I call them plastic people. That it's just the makeup, and it's kind of a. They've got it's like something about like false look.
Yeah, I
And
understand what you're saying.
personality, it comes across as like, and the bigger they get, they change and they start becoming a bit affected and a bit
what I'd call diva-ish.
yeah,
Diva.
and they become a bit. I mean, there's some that are huge that are absolutely real, you know,
Yeah.
real good, but you get the some of that they become like fake, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And if that's what it takes to become big, well, then I'll just stay small.
Well, this is it. I mean, it's same as I've said to everyone, you know.
Yeah, I smell. You're only 5 foot.
What you see is what you get, and that'll never change.
Yeah.
You know, I could have 10 million subscribers.
Yeah,
it'll never change. You know what I mean?
It's like Carla. I don't know if Carla's still here, but Carla's exactly the same. She's got some lovely makeup, beautiful makeup, but Carla is completely what you see is what you get. You know what I mean? She's absolutely true to what you see. And I just love that. And she's got her heart on her sleeve as well. And I just love that. I don't like false people.
Hi, Pink Poodle. How are you? But yeah, it's like everything else. I mean,
No, I never.
I mean, it's like, I mean, going back to him that went in Big Brother, Jack Maynard or whatever his name is. I don't know what his name was. I can't remember now. But because he thought he were a big YouTuber, because he thought he were famous, he thought it was the bee's knees.
Yeah.
But then something come out and he got thrown out of Big Brother. You know, I Kate. But yeah, you know, it's what I call getting too big for your boots.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's what I call getting too big for your boots. He got to be a YouTube star. It went to his head, and you know, he's like strutting around saying, "Well, you know, I'm a famous YouTuber. You know, like this, that, and the other."
I know.
You know what I mean? Oh, you're not feeling very pink today.
I've seen some, and I watch them, and they start putting on like an affected voice. And if you go back to their really early YouTube, they weren't like that.
Yeah.
They got bigger and become like all.
Yeah. It's gone to the head, in other words.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chopper says I always wear black because only good guys wear black.
That bleeding pig basket. I'm going to live that down.
Oh, he's on Strictly now, is he? That figures. She says, "Hold up, did Bella and Jeanette swap tops?"
Oh, that's because you had one on like this, and I had a pink one on.
Yeah, yeah, for the baby reveal thing. Yeah, I'd got a blue and white striped top on after. But yeah, I mean, it's my, you know, I mean, what I say, they got a bit too big for the boots.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like keeping it real.
You know what I mean? And it's like Chris at one time used to watch somebody called Lance Stewart, and he has got, you know, he like virtually, I think, lives off YouTube. He's got that many supporters. He gets, you know, money from advertisers and this, that, and other.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, he hasn't watched him recently, but he'll put things up like he got kidnapped or something like that, and it's just for the views. It's just for the, you know, it's just for the money. You know what I mean? And I says to Chris, you know, and I sit there like shaking my head, and I'm thinking, God, what some of these big YouTubers will do just to get the viewers, just to get the money.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's stupid.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh, okay then, Carla. Go and get some rest. And I hope you do get
Carla.
some.
Bye, hon.
Yeah, Kate says that Lance Stewart's pranks the stage, and you can tell. But yeah, I mean, it's like, how can I put it? They're the sort of people that think that the world owes them a living, or you know what I mean. I can't explain it any other way.
Mm.
It's the more they get, the more they want.
Yeah. I know.
Your cage book.
Yeah, Kate says, I had a fantastic stream last night. Bass felt amazing having everyone in the news. Thanks to you. Thank you to Bella and for joining us. We had a good laugh. It were a good laugh.
Well,
Yeah, CCTV users. But you know what I mean? It's this is what we're talking about the community. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, like, compared to PewDiePie and Lance Stewart and this Jack Maynard and everything, we are really relatively small YouTubers. Well, we are small YouTubers, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And it's like, I mean, I've said all along, I'm not here to make money or anything or this, that, and the other. I did this purely for the fact that when my mum died, I lost myself a little bit.
Yeah, same as me. I did it for the same reason.
You know what I mean? I lost myself a little bit. And it was sort of, Chris were already doing YouTube, but he hadn't sort of done it seriously, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's all Gail's fault because she, you know, she says, oh, you know, has Jeanette got a YouTube channel now?
I know she pushes me. That's why she's a pain in the butt, but I love her.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And I just started a YouTube channel one day.
Well, nobody can see your backside showing. You're out the door.
That is a sight we don't want to see, Bella.
No.
But yeah, you know, it helped me because I felt same as I say. I mean, I lost my mum, and I lost myself a little bit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I did lose myself a little bit. You know, what with my health issues, blah blah blah. You know what I mean, and then sort of losing my mum on top of that. I did. I'll admit, I lost myself a little bit.
Yeah.
But I found that, in a way, YouTube's been my therapy.
Yeah, exactly. I feel exactly the same, Jeanette. Exactly the same. Definitely. And anybody who says you can't make virtual friends or you can't make real friends online, they're talking out their jacksie. No, because you can't you? I mean,
yeah.
You know,
I mean, me and you are testament to that. And Kate,
exactly.
you know what I mean? We've never actually met Kate in person, but we feel like we've met her in person, if you know what I mean.
Of course.
And I, you know, I look at it this way. I've made a lot of friends while I've been on YouTube. Not all of them I've met, but I feel like I know them because, you know, they come back time after time after time. And it's like just this. It's just a relaxed chat. It's just a relaxed atmosphere.
Don't you stop. Don't even stop.
Oh dear. You just had to get that one in, didn't you, Bella? He's put Mrs. Vader and Mrs. P. You should rephrase that, Mrs. Vader and Mrs. Lilies. Oh dear.
He's for it.
Yeah, and that's how I feel as well, Kate. She says family doesn't always mean the same blood in the veins. Family are those who are truly there.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I agree with that.
That's the bloke.
It's having a dig at Baz now.
He says he's getting his own back this afternoon. I don't know what he's
Oh,
got
has he got something planned?
planned.
Oh, CCTV says peace eating and doggy style classes taught by Kate. Always just missed
Hi,
it.
Ian.
He says he's done a stream on his board. Obviously, we're here, so we missed it. Oh dear. So Baz is playing the cards close to the chest, is he?
Oh, big time. Big time.
And Kate says CCTV, haha, your membership ban's in the. Well, I ain't got one, so where's mine? Oh, I picks you, sexy cream puff. I'm beginning to worry about these. Oh dear.
Dixie
yeah.
Cream Puff.
Yeah, Kate says, Baz, that photo of you with that mug is going viral. Oh,
Honestly. I'm
yes,
too sexy for my shit.
I mean, and Jeanette, you're a member of the Doggy Style and Pizza Board of Governors. I'm the head honcho, I'm a Kate. But yeah, I loved it when they were playing the Motown because that's my bat all along. I mean, and like the Beatles that he played as well. You know, they're just my bag. Beatles and Motown. you Pixie Bella and Baz don't need membership after Saturday night. we get a VIP membership, do we? Oh dear.
Skiffy
Yeah.
bro.
Oh dear. He's on his 11s, that's what we call them. When he's skiving, these his 11s break.
God.
Oh dear.
Bless the blade.
Find out next week on 4. I've never actually watched that program, but oh dear. Oh dear. I've got snivels now. I've laughed so much. Oh dear.
Well, then they come up with...
It's same as I was going to say. I mean, oh, pardon me. The reason why we get on is because me and you have got such a lot in common, and Chris and Baz has got such a lot in common. It's like me and you are sisters, and them two are brothers.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is that we do connect well.
Oh dear. 4 in a bed, me and 4 cats. No, you and 3 cats. Oh. Yeah, it's it's funny. You connect with certain people, and some you take an instant disliking to, or whatever. Don't you know what I mean? It's funny how the world works. Such as like me and you have had an instant connection, and Baz and Chris has had an instant connection.
Well, I only tolerate Chris because he's your husband.
Oh dear. you know, I mean, this is the sort of atmosphere what we're talking about, and we were like this every single moment while Baz and Bella were here on Saturday. You know what I mean? And we never stopped. Like, well, I'll tell you something last night. I mean, when I were on Kate's, and I said this to Chris after she'd shut it down, I said, do you know something? I says, I've laughed that much tonight and yesterday. I says, bloody top of my head hurts me. You know what I mean? I'd laughed all day Saturday. I had a right laugh last night. And same as I said, yeah, I mean, you can ask Chris. I says, I've laughed that much these past few days. I says, top of my bloody head hurts me.
What we was trying to think of is when you come up,
Yeah.
We'll have to try and see if we can meet up with Ian.
Yeah, I mean, I did sort of when he went live last night, and I put something in the chat like put 22nd of November in your diary.
Yeah.
I says, you know,
I don't know what he's talking
What's
about.
he going on about now?
I don't know.
Chris is on about I think he's on about the Blaze Cup, and he says the best cup in the land. Baz made me do it.
Well, there's some of course I said there's some pubs, but you could go and have a drink. And there's some quite nearby, but we want something really quiet, you know.
Yeah, well, this is why I said, like, you know, like, because she said something about taking us out for his look. I'd sooner just sit like we were doing Saturday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? CCTV user says, have you got a disabled rail card? Yeah. Ice on her. So yeah, I mean, you know, I'm the sort of person, I don't have to be took out for posh meals or anything. You know what I mean? I'm just as comfortable sitting in your living room, having a cup of coffee, except it being a City or a West Ham mug. You know what I mean? We just happy enough to be there, to be in your company, you know.
Yeah.
We don't we don't need people to
take us somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're exactly the same.
Chris says a fish cake butty.
Yeah, that'll do. I can't give you them up here though. Don't do them.
So we've got to get a takeout before we come up.
Yeah, you better have.
Bring about a dozen fish cakes, please. Do a pack up in a lunchbox. Filter. Can you imagine Chris walking into his chip shop with a sandwich box saying, "We'll fit as many fish cakes in there as you can, mate."
Yes, yeah. Chris was just saying on here about the discount. If you've got a disability rail card, the discount counts you and the person that's going with you as your carer.
Yeah.
So that when I travel with Baz, I've only got one rail card, but you can get the discount goes for two of you. Like if you had a rail card, it would go for you and Pixie. So
yeah. Somebody told me about that, because whoever your companion is classed as your carer, so they get a discount because they travelling as your carer.
You should have dropped it.
They're having a private conversation. Well, it's not exactly private, is it? But
oh dear me.
And Nick says you should have dropped it.
I know.
He'd have had his arm in plaster if he
This is my mug, Nick.
Yeah. CCTV user says, can't wait to welcome Baz into the drone club. But yeah, it's same as I say. I mean, I'm sort of person. I don't need whining, and I mean, it's same. It's same with my birthday cake. I actually made my own birthday cake because I looked at it this way. Chris had gone down to.
What's a guessing mug?
It's Bristol Rovers.
All right.
Or I got it wrong. I don't know which one it is. Because see, they're like Sheffield. They've got Sheffield United and the other one.
All right.
Well, Bristol's the same. They've got City and they've got Rovers.
Mm.
But you know what I mean? Going back to my birthday cake, to me, I just made a simple chocolate sponge. Now, that's all Chris had gone down to Asda and bought, except it had been a little bit more fancy and paid about 10 quid for privilege.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And my thinking of it is, well, why go and pay all that money out? I've got the ingredients in. I may as well make my own. Only thing I've had to buy is the chocolate from the top and the cream that went in the middle. And that were about 2 quid.
Yeah.
If that.
Well, after drizzle cake's gone.
It is Bristol Rovers because he says, yes, you've got it.
Oh.
See, I always get mixed up because I know this City and this Rovers. I can never remember which one Nick supports, but it is Bristol Rovers.
You guys take it all so seriously.
I know.
If I get 2 mugs out and I'm not looking and I give Baz my West Ham mug, he says, I can't drink it, that it tastes horrible.
Well, this is a thing. I mean, you know how you bought me the mug on Saturday? So Chris says to me, he says, are you going to have your coffee in that mug? I went, no, it's too nice. It's staying in box.
I knew you keep it in the box.
Yeah, I said, they were my exact words because he says, oh, do you want your coffee in that mug? I went, no. I says, it's staying in its box. I says, it's too nice to drink. It's too nice to drink out of. You know what I mean? And I'm like that. You know what I mean?
It is more like a keepsake.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, you know, the friend I was telling you about in Derby, when she had her kids, I mean, one of the kids bought me a mug for Valentine's, I think it was. And, you know, it's one of these motion things where you pick it up. Can you remember talking about it? It was going off when we were in one particular house.
Oh, yeah.
But that's never come out at box either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's them that I think, you know, it's something special what somebody's bought me.
Yes.
So, you know.
Yeah. I'd be the same.
But yeah, it's them sort of things. I like to keep them as keepsakes, as you say. Nick says, I'd rather go without than drink out of a City mug.
Oh, no.
Do you know, I've just checked out Nick's channel. It's pretty good, you know.
Oh, did you hear that,
Is
Nick?
what?
He said, I've just checked out Nick's channel. He's pretty good, he said.
Oh, Nick says he's staying away at the moment in protest. Lots going on behind the scenes, which he's not happy about. Last season, I missed 1 home game and a couple of away games. I haven't been to 1 game this season. But you see, that's the problem with these football clubs and everything. They're more into, you know, the money, all about the money than actual, you know, this. Without supporters, I mean, in my estimation, without supporters, they'd not have the money in first place.
Exactly.
So if this thing's going on behind the scenes, then if enough people stay, like Nick says, if enough people stay away in protest, then they've got to be heard, haven't they, if you know what I mean?
I know.
Because at the end of the day, it's such as Nick and other supporters that are their bread and butter.
I know. But it used to be when I was a little girl, of a Saturday afternoon, you'd see all the gates down our street opening where all the dads was going over Upton Park. All the dads was going to West Ham. But you don't see that now. You don't see that now. Stupid prices for tickets.
That's it. That's it. I mean, let's say, for instance, like Chris. There's Chris and then there's our Callum.
Yeah.
When there's two of them, it gets an expensive job.
I know. I know.
That's why I've stopped going, because it's too expensive.
It is. It's too expensive. And when you've got two of them going, and let's say like Chris and Callum have got season tickets. But the fact of the matter is, like Chris's season, our Callum's is not so bad because it's reasonable.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about Chris's, over 400 not pounds, well, they've actually, because they do like what they call an early bird thing. Now, if you buy it early before season starts and everything, you get like a discount. So you get what they call an early bird discount. But you leave it and it's over £500. Now, I mean, we'll admit we can't afford that, but every year, like last year, his dad lent Chris the money.
Yeah.
And he pays it in, it goes out direct debit every month to his dad till it's paid off.
Yeah.
Because we ain't got that sort of money. But
same as us.
You know, with Callum, I think it were about 50 something pound, which we think ain't bad. But obviously, when he gets to a certain age, it's going to go up to an adult price. And Chris says when that starts, neither of them will be getting a season ticket.
Mm. Yeah, Baz used to get the tops every year, the new Man City tops, but he just stopped buying them because they were just ridiculous price.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, like, not last year, year before, I bought them both for Christmas. Sheffield United top, and they were £45 each.
I know.
Well, last year, obviously, because you see, they both had large, right? Well, obviously, Callum had got a bit bigger. So last year, I only bought Callum one for Christmas, and that was that £49. But I bought him an extra large. I mean, it weren't that the other one didn't fit him. It were tight, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
So we said, well, look, we'll go out and buy Callum one. Chris says, I'm all right with the ones I've got because they fit me. They're still in good condition, blah, blah, blah. And that was the one that he wore on Saturday. Yeah. So we just went out and bought Callum one. But, I mean, you're thinking that like 50 quid a pop.
I know. I know.
You know, and you go in the shop and some of the things is ridiculous. We bought Callum a pair of gloves as well. A tenner for a pair of woolen gloves.
Mm.
But it's something special, you know what I mean? We only bought it, Callum. Chris didn't have anything because they got the hats and the scarves anyway, what sort of we bought over the years, if you know what I mean.
Well, I used to, when I go down home, I used to go into the West End shop. You come in there with me, didn't you? We used to go in the West End shop when it was at Upton Park. But they're not at Upton Park now. They bought the Olympic Stadium ground they've got now, West End.
CCTV user says they make them for pennies in a foreign sweatshop. That's exactly right.
Exactly. You've
That's
got that right.
We see we don't bother. I mean, because Baz has just said the price of the number and the name on the top. We don't bother having a number or a name because teams is always changing. So you know, you might have, I don't know, let's say number 10 and Joe Bloggs on back on it. By next season, they might have got shut of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why we never have them personalised.
Yeah.
But that is exactly
is
the
it-
reason why we don't have them
Right.
personalised, because what number or name you have on this thing, they might not be there next season. You know what I mean?
You can get, I mean, you can get copies, you can get tops, but for the official ones, like the mug's an official mug, but you can get copies.
Oh
with
yeah.
just West Ham and that.
Well,
But the
this is the
official
thing.
ones are-
Joy, the daughter's got the baby.
Yeah.
She posted some pictures on Facebook, and they bought Litland 3 football kits. So I don't know whether they're the real thing or not, but one were Barcelona, and I don't know who. Well, there were 2 Barcelona. It looked like home and away kit, but I don't know what the other one was.
There is loads of copies, honestly, and unless you had a good eye, you wouldn't know. There's some really good
Well, this
copies.
is what I said to Chris. I says, well, you imagine that they've bought little Amelia 3 football kits, and if they're the real deal, it to cost them a fortune. So obviously, I don't think there was the real thing, but it just goes to show you, you know, there is a call for them, because Amelia ain't even won yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Grab your nuts.
All right, mate. So later on.
Well, he hasn't said no lately, so I'm assuming he's gone back to work, Baz. But yeah, I mean, it does get an expensive job.
That's why he said it.
You see, this is the thing as well. I mean, like me, I'm one of these as well. I don't like Chris buying me flowers.
No.
For the fact that, you know, they're charging you like £10 or whatever is cheapest bouquet. In a week, they're going to be dead.
I know.
So you've more or less flushed that.
I say that to Baz, and we both said that with the Valentine's Day thing. I think that's a big con.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it is. It's what we call the commercialising.
Yeah.
The commercialising. And it's same with everything else, Bella. It's like Halloween and, you know, Easter and everything else. It's getting too commercialised, and the only thing that the supermarkets, etc., they're worrying about that. You know, and
I think Valentine's Day, and I am a romantic person, but I think, you know, that affection should be shown all year round, not just on a bloody one day.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's like people go all out with roses and all these romantic gestures. If your spouse or your boyfriend or whatever loves you, then you don't need Valentine's Day to show people that affection.
I absolutely agree.
I mean, it were like this year. I mean, normally we'd send each other a card, or we'd send Callum one, right? Because he's never had a Valentine's card. So we, like Soppy Gits, we always get Callum one, but we didn't send any at all this year, because you like looking at £2 a pop for a Valentine's card.
I said we stopped that, haven't we? We've stopped that.
But, you know, like in previous years, I mean, sort of just to make, rather than mean just Chris having a Valentine's card, I mean, even we went to the extent one year of posting it. Chris posted it on his way to work, so he'd actually get it through the post. You know, I mean, we didn't put it were from us. We just put a secret admirer on it. So, I mean, that's, you know, but it made his day because he loved it. You know, he kept saying, "Oh, who secret admirer is," and we never, to this day, we never told him it were us. You know, we sort of wrote on it, put a stamp on it, posted it in post box, and he actually got it through the post. And to this day, I don't think he ever realised it was us that had sent it him.
quiet on here this morning, isn't it? It's only me, yeah.
I'm laughing at that picture. Nick sent me a
What
picture.
picture?
He
Oh,
says
this
I've made my
is
own
it.
England t-shirt and he's got 3 lion bars stuck. Well, you know I like English shirts. It's 3 lions, 3 lions. It's 3 lion bars stuck on a t-shirt. Oh dear, that was a good one, Nick. Oh dear. Made my own England t-shirt. It's just like a plain white t-shirt with JR on it. It's 3 lion bars stuck. Oh dear. Yeah, that is a classic, that one, Nick. We've had a laugh anyway. I mean, for them that's not privy to it, I'll just show you on my phone. Oh, sugar. I'll press.
Did you get the one?
I'll just show it you, look. And it's got 3 lion bars stuck on it. A t-shirt with 3 lion bars stuck on it. Oh dear me.
Did you get the one he sent yesterday, the Caribbean flavoured noodles?
No. Oh dear.
You sent us one yesterday.
Oh dear. But yeah.
I'll forward it to you.
But yeah, I mean that were a good one, Nick. I mean, probably the young ones can't remember the lion bars. I think they still do them actually. But I used to love lion bars.
I've sent you that what he sent.
Oh yeah, what Nick sent you yesterday. Oh yeah, he did. Sorry, he did. Yeah, now I've seen it. He did send me that. It's a soup actually.
I know.
As the price can't beat it. Oh dear. Well, it's like them lion bars, the 3 for £1. You can get them in a pack or something now, aren't they? I mean,
Yeah.
there's always doing offers where you get 3 for £1 or whatever. You know what I mean? Cheap at half the price, Nick. Oh dear. Check Facebook group, yeah. It's all right. If you had a notification come through, CCTV user, his name is Lee. Oh, I've laughed that much. My nose is itching like mad. Oh dear.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You know what, Kate, we're talking about pizza and doggy style.
Yeah.
It's a t-shirt.
Oh God!
Don't show it, Kate, because she'll be wanting to order.
Send it, Kate. I'm going to send it to Kate.
Yeah. Oh, sugar. Oh, crumbs. I've shared it on my timeline.
Oh God!
I'm gonna have to go and take that off.
Yeah.
I don't want my mother-in-law seeing that. Oh dear. I pressed wrong button. I pressed share. Oh dear. I'm just going to do that one, Bella. I better remove that because I know they look at me at my Facebook post, and I don't want them getting wrong impression of me.
just sent it to Kate.
I'm going to say I've just sent it to her as well.
Oh God.
But so she's got it twice. But yeah, where it says share and it says send us message, I just put share and it says
Where did you get this?
yeah. Oh dear. It's all right, I've deleted that off. I've had to delete it off my timeline. Oh dear. But yeah. So yeah. So as I say, I would do. Oh, I was doing it on my phone, and it says share, and I like actually pressed the wrong button and shared it to me timeline. Hello.
Hello. All right.
Yeah, not too bad.
Good.
It's all right. CCTV users just shared a thing on group, and I've just put it on my timeline, and it's pizza and doggy style. I went, oh, I better delete that off my timeline.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, you.
I'm in trouble again.
You know it. Hi, WrestleMania. How are you? Oh dear.
Oh, said with Mrs. B there.
Get back to bloody work. Steve.
Man's got to eat, Baz.
Look at him. He looks all innocent.
Eh?
What
I
noodle?
said he looks all innocent.
Yeah.
I
Well,
am.
you know how they say looks can be deceiving, don't they?
Deceiving.
Buzz, baby, do it.
Yeah, I've got 'em out, baby. Not me lilies either. It's all right. Sometimes I buy like, well, not proper pot noodles, but Asda's pot noodles, just sort of like it. And I says, oh, I've still got them pot noodles in cupboard. Do you fancy one for your dinner? But they're just as good as pot noodles. They're just Asda's own make.
They're exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even down to colour at pot, you know, it's just that the Asda's are not pot noodle, if you know what I mean. Oh, Ian's back again.
Where you been?
Probably there and back to see that. Oh dear. It's Kate reacted and she's put like a laughing face. Oh dear. So, you're going to bed, are you, Choppers? Mind you, Barry, it's about 10 o'clock nearly there, isn't it? Something like that. I know we're sort of like the 10 hours. So, summer fast approaching in Oz.
You want a sandwich or some bread out?
I'll just have one slice.
One bread, isn't
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to get up. Oh, is it that when you go into the correctional centre thingy to do the chairs and whatever? So is Tess still there with you, or is she following Baz all over the place?
Oh, she's following me all over the place.
I know. Before I kept seeing this head popping round from behind you.
There you go.
You know, I kept seeing a head popping behind, and I thought, well, yeah, I see dog for ages. I bet she's following Baz.
She's on the bed now.
So It's been very quiet these past few days, hasn't it? Well, not, I mean, on here. I mean on here, rather than, you know.
Yeah.
Right till Pixie come home for his dinner.
I mean, we've not had no Adam in, we've not had no Vicky in, we've not had no Emily in.
No, no. That's unusual, isn't it?
Well, that's it.
Well, I think Emily's gone back to college. I think Emily's gone back to college. And
It says it was having some food while the board is charging on charge.
I think Emily's gone back to college, and I think Adam's having it a bit rough at the minute. And Vicky's got her stuff she's dealing with.
Yeah.
So I think it's a bit of a funny time for a lot of people.
Well, that's same as what I said till the day. It seems like everybody is going through something or other. You know, having their own difficulties. You know, and it's been quiet. You know, for a few days now, hasn't it? You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. Right, I'm going to go and get something to eat because my stomach is...
Yeah. I'm going to say I not belong because I don't want to be sat here eating a pot noodle while while I'm on a live stream, do I?
They're trying to tell us something, probably, Ian.
Well, probably, Ian, yeah.
Right, I'm going to get some grub because my stomach's growling. I'll
Yes.
speak this afternoon.
Yeah, I'll see you later, Bella. I'll not be long before I'm shutting it down myself anyway, because so see you later. And Baz as well. Bye, Baz.
See you, mate.
It's put what's the blade cup, the handle might fall off. See you later. Still there, but I'm not doing coffee morning again as no one comes in. Yeah. Yeah. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, I've noticed over the past few days it has been very, very quiet. You know, if it hadn't been for Bella coming on the panel, I wouldn't have had nobody on the panel. I'd probably been sat here waffling away and probably wouldn't have gone on for very long. You know what I mean? But so yeah, I am going to shut it down while we have his lunch, and I shall see everyone in the morning. So I'll see you all later. Bye.